Are you getting ready to sell your home here in Central Florida but have no idea what it's going to cost you to do so? This video today, we're going to cover all the closing costs involved with selling your home. And at the end, I'm going to give you a cost-saving tip on title insurance. Stick around. What's up, everybody? It's Matt Allen here with the Allen team. Hey, I wanted to jump on today and talk about everything closing cost related when you're a seller getting ready to sell your house. We're coming across, it's this time of year where everybody's considering putting their house on the market, but have absolutely no idea what the cost is involved with selling their house. They remember typically what it costs them to buy the house, but those are very different as far as closing costs are concerned. We're gonna hit the top three, the big three I like to call them, as well as some of the supplemental closing costs involved. And at the end, I'm gonna talk about one way to save yourself a little money on title insurance, which is one of the big three. So without further ado, I'm gonna go through all of the major title costs. We're gonna talk in no particular order. I'm gonna talk about the big three. The big three are what constitutes the majority of your closing costs. And the first one is going to be dock stamps on the deed in Central Florida. And I can only speak for Florida because that's where my license is. It may be different other places, but in Florida, you have to pay a state dock stamp on the deed when you transfer it to a new owner. That calculation is going to be 70 cents per $100. So you can take your purchase price, divide it by 100, and then multiply it by 70 cents. I think I said that right. So that's the first major of the big three that you're gonna end up paying at closing. Number two of the big three is gonna be your commissions. Our real estate commissions in Central Florida are typically paid for by the seller. Now, is that the case every time? No, there's certain circumstances where perhaps the buyer may give money towards the commissions, but 99% of the time, it's gonna be the seller that's paying the commission. Commission is based on your realtor. They traditionally range somewhere between the higher end of 7% to typically around 5%. There's some discount brokers that go down lower than that, but their services are affected, obviously, the lower you go. But that's gonna give you a range of what's typical. And number three of the big three is gonna be title insurance. Title insurance is not something I can give you a number on. It's a promulgated rate that's established by the state, and it's based on purchase price. So every title insurance policy is gonna be different. Stick around, because at the end, I'm gonna tell you how you can save some money on that title insurance. Now we're gonna talk a little bit more about just some of the smaller fees that you're gonna see on a title closing document that are part of your closing cost responsibilities. One being title fees. The title company, we use title companies here in Florida to close on real estate transactions. They're gonna charge some fees in order to perform that service for you. So keep that in mind. Every company is a little different, so I can't give you an exact figure on that as well. What I would suggest is when you get ready to sell your house, have your real estate agent, and I do this with every customer I'm getting ready to sell their house, call a title company and get an estimate of your closing costs. Now it's an estimate, but they're usually pretty close. The things that are gonna change, or what we're gonna talk about next, is property taxes, your escrows and things like that change with time. So in Florida, taxes are collected in arrears. So the longer into the year you get, the more of your property taxes you're gonna be responsible for. Since we're in January right now, very little of the closing responsibility for property taxes is gonna fall on you. Another obvious one, and I probably should have stated this ahead of the big three, is going to be whatever mortgage you currently have on the property. That obviously has to be paid off so that they can issue clear title to the new owner of the property. So no matter whatever that is, whatever that dollar figure is, has to be paid off, and that will show up on your closing statement as well. One of the last things you're probably going to see on your closing statement or on your estimate are any HOA fees that are outstanding. If you do have any liens on the property, let's say you owe some back taxes, some back property taxes, or your HOA has fined you for something, those are also going to show up. They do a title search prior to closing on the house to make sure that your house is lien free and you're offering what we call clear or clean title to the property. So those are just some of the other things that can show up. The big savings that you can have is if you're selling your house, and as of this date, it was 3 years. If you've sold your house less than 3 years after you purchased it, you can get what's called reissue credit on your title insurance. And basically that's going to save you some money on getting a new title insurance policy. They can just reissue the existing one. If you're refinancing, there is no time frame, but on a purchase, if it has been less than 3 years, you can get that reissue credit. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully this was a short, sweet, informative video for you. We are trying to give you more information by the day and help you through the process of buying and selling property, specifically here in Central Florida. If you have questions or you want me to tackle a subject, just drop it down below. I'm happy to do that. And thank you for your time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.